Aladdin. Sometimes, we only see how people are different from us. But if you look hard enough, you can see how much we're all alike. Today's special moments are tomorrow's memories. Do not be fooled by its commonplace appearance. Like so many things, it is not what is outside, but what is inside that counts. To be free. To be my own master. Such a thing would be greater than all the magic and all the treasures in the world. Beauty and the Beast. It'll turn out all right in the end. You'll see. You don't lose hope, love. If you do, you lose everything. Love doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be true. Love begins with trust, with mutual respect. All relationships must be firmly based on that. You don't have time to be timid. You must be bold, daring. It's not until you lose everything that you can truly appreciate everything. Cinderella. You'll smile again. It happens when you change your point of view. I believe that animals listen and speak to us if we only have the ear for it. That's how we learn to look after them. Even miracles take a little time. The most important thing a girl wears is her confidence. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dreams that you wish will come true. Just because it's what's done, doesn't mean it's what should be done. Well, there's one thing. They can't order me to stop dreaming. When there is kindness, there is goodness. When there is goodness, there is magic. Finding Dory. When something is too hard, there is always another way. When life gets you down, you know what you gotta do. Just keep swimming. Trust. It's what friends do. Frozen. An act of true love will thaw a frozen heart. True love is putting someone else's needs before you. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. When one does not see the future, one must do the next right thing. Peter Pan. Don't grow up, it's a trap. Now, think of the happiest things. It's the same as having wings. Come with me where dreams are born and time is never planned. You know that place between sleep and awake where you're always dreaming. That's where I'll always love you. That's where I'll be waiting. Pinocchio. Always let your conscience be your guide. There are some things that seem right at the time. But even though the right things may seem wrong sometimes the wrong things may be right at the wrong time, or vice versa. You must learn to choose between right and wrong. Lion King. The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. I'm only brave when I have to be. Being brave doesn't mean you go looking for trouble. Look inside yourself. You are more than what you have become. As you go through life, you will see that there is so much that we don't understand. And the only thing we know is that things don't always go the way we plan. We are all connected in the great circle of life. When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on the world. Lilo and Stitch. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. This is my family. I found it on my own. It's little and broken but still good. The Little Mermaid. Who says that my dreams have to stay just my dreams? A woman doesn't know how powerful her voice is until she has been silenced. Moana. The things you have learned will guide you. There comes a day when you're gonna look around and realize happiness is where you are. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. Mulan. The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all. Believe you can, then you will. What I really wanted was to prove that I could do things right, so that when I looked in the mirror, I'd see someone worthwhile. No matter how the wind howls, the mountain cannot bow to it. Less than Merida, greater than. You control your destiny. You don't need magic to do it. And there are no magical shortcuts to solving your problems. Our fate lives within us. You only have to be brave enough to see it. Pocahontas. Listen with your heart, you will understand. If you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. I'd rather die tomorrow than live 100 years without knowing you. Sometimes, the right path is not the easiest one. The ripples. So small at first, but look at how they grow. But someone has to start them. Ratatouille. If you focus on what you left behind, you will never be able to see what lies ahead. If you are what to eat, then I only want to eat the good stuff. The only thing predictable about life is its unpredictability. How can I describe it? Good food is like music you can taste, color you can smell. There is excellence all around you. You need only to be aware to stop and savor it. You must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul. Rapunzel. Venture outside your comfort zone. The rewards are worth it. Hercules. A true hero isn't measured by the size of his strength, but by the strength of his heart. Giving up is for rookies. Dumbo. The very things that hold you down are going to lift you up. Don't just fly, soar. You're standing on the threshold of success. Don't look down, it'll make you dizzy. Toy Story. Being there for a child is the most noble thing a toy can do. If you sit on a shelf for the rest of your life, you'll never find out.
The important thing is that we stick together.
Winnie the Pooh. A day without a friend is like a pot without a single drop of honey left inside. The things that make me different are the things that make me. A little consideration, a little thought for others, makes all the difference. How do you spell love? You don't spell it. You feel it. You are braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. Rivers know this, there is no hurry. We shall get there someday. Some people talk to animals. Not many listen though. That's the problem. Love is taking a few steps backward, maybe even more, to give way to the happiness of the person you love. If you live to be 100, I want to live to be 100 - 1 day so I never have to live without you. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard.